Okay. How did you go about getting informed consent when you were doing this online survey?
The way we sought informed consent was to provide a detailed website which provided information about the survey, the purpose of the survey, the information, for example, about how long it would take participants to complete, the nature of the data that would be collected, the fact it would be anonymous and confidential. And from that website at the bottom there was a link which took people to the survey, and we basically had a form of words which effectively said that they understood by following the link that they were giving their informed consent to participate in the survey.
And what about access issues? What if people couldn't fill in the survey online?
From a sort of technological perspective, we knew that anyone with a university account would be able to access the survey, that they would have the relevant software. So there were no sort of technological issues there about incompatibility of systems. However, we were very aware that some people may feel uncomfortable completing a web-based survey, and some people, because of disabilities or other access issues, may be unable to complete a web-based questionnaire or choose not to. And so we made a paper-based questionnaire available which people could request if they wish to, and it was also put at strategic points on the within the university and in the Students' Union and in the Student Learning Centre, so that people could collect a copy and complete it as a paper-based one. And around, I think about 5% of the people who completed the survey chose to complete it as a paper-based format.
Okay. What technology did you use to deliver the web-based bit of it?
For the web-based survey, we use something called Perception, which is actually software designed for assessment of students in an online environment, but lends itself also to the development of questionnaires. I have also used the Bristol online survey system for some of the other projects that I've been involved in, and that perhaps has a little bit less flexibility in terms of the question formats and the ability to skip questions that Perception does, but it also offers a very similar environment to the user or to the end user.
Yeah, I guess the problem with some of the learning environment type solutions to this is that you can't use them really outside of an HE institution or something like that.
With Perception, you can set it up in a questionnaire format which you make available, so that you, effectively the URL becomes available to the wider world. But then you have the notional problem that actually anyone who stumbled across that URL could complete the survey.
Having gone through that project, is there anything that you would have done differently?
I think probably as I said, there were 107 questions in 12 different sections, and I mean the context of this survey is that it was driven by policy and strategic developments at the university, and therefore the information we were looking for, there were lots of stakeholders in that from across the university. People were saying, oh, it'd be really good if we could find out about X, Y and Z, and that led to the large number of questions. I think ultimately the analysis hasn't made use of all that data, and that really there are a lot of unnecessary questions that were asked simply because there hasn't been the opportunity to make the best use of that analysis. So I think it's about really focusing on what your survey is trying to achieve, and not getting sidetracked into including things because they may be of interest or they might cross-tabulate with something at a later date, but being very clear about the focus and keeping your survey very much to the point.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Tristram.